This is actually sort of I think, going to be an important video because I just have so many things to say. Here's me standing in front of my truck and all this noise being made, and I don't want to hear all this noise. But unfortunately, I don't have the ability to just go where I want to go and do what I want to do. I guess I do. I could, but then I'd have to break a lot of rules and not go along with society's, formulated structure that we have to follow. But you see, I have a lot of things to discuss. Like, so many that I don't feel like trying to pinpoint a title on this speech, on this talk, on this me sharing things with people, because people are looking for certain subjects and they don't know what they're looking for. What everyone wants is to understand what's happening. And here we go. First, I'm going to start with something simple, like this truck, this job, this thing I'm doing. No longer am I a person who feels like I'm Dan Alexander, this guy who owns his own business and has money and can go do things, because I can't do things. The government has stopped that. We're not allowed to go anywhere, But I don't even want to look into that idea. That's just, I can still go do whatever I want. It's just people don't like when you do what you want because it's not fitting in with society. You're not listening. Why aren't you listening? Well, here's an example. At work they say we can't, okay, we when we get done with our stuff, I deliver and I take returns. I'll make that real simple real quick. Okay, so we used to have returns and they used to give us a return code, and I would stack them all in order according to the slip, put the slip on the stack. If there was a mishap, I'm like, oh, I don't know how I had a wrong number, but just charge me for it, no big deal. So with me, I did it the right way. And therefore I don't have to go drive all the way back 30 miles at the end of the day to check it in with some people so they can make sure that I have the right thing. Sorry, I will do it right, so I don't need you to check on me. So now today they changed the rule and they said we're not going to hand out the return code to people because you got to bring it in and get it checked in. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spend more of my time doing something that is unnecessary for me, because I will do it right. I will do it, and if I have a mishap, charge me for it. If that's the problem, if you're worried about money, take the money. So therefore, that's one thing that seems like, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that because that's inconveniencing me and taking more of my already taken away time. Okay, that's just one little thing. Another thing, they say, watch what you post on Facebook and YouTube because this job we see what you post. I want you to see what I post. I want you to know what I'm saying. I want you to know that this job means shit to me. I love you, and I love the fact that I distribute food. I don't love what people are putting on it if people are eating meat, but that's another subject. I just like the fact that I could help people survive by eating, even though they eat way too much, but I won't go into that either. Okay, so when you actually do realize what's going on in life, it's not just one of those feelings. See, I had the spiritual feeling, so that's why I won't just kill myself, because I want to live, but as Dan Alexander, as the person that I'm supposed to fit to in this society and this structure because I live in America, no, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't. And I understand why people commit suicide. I'll tell you right now why people commit suicide. Because they've seen that there really is no fucking reason at all to follow along with society's structure, to go out and get a job, to pay for a house, to get all these nice things. You don't need one single bit of them. And if I seem whatever, people might, somebody saw one of my videos and was like, if you've had that experience, you wouldn't talk like that. You would be blah, blah, blah. You are God too. I'm sorry to tell you this right now. I may say it very simply, but you cannot be any farther away from God than anybody. God is everything, in all things. The fact is, you can't be any farther away from God than I am. I'm one with God. So are you. The problem is, you don't know it. The difference is you can't be far away from God, but you cannot know that you are part of God. And the problem is you don't know. And you may conceptually get it, but you don't truly get it. If you did, you wouldn't be confused. Here's me, the only human being that I've witnessed in my life, including all my family, friends, relatives, anybody I've ever met, anybody on TV, anybody anywhere, any past mystic being or spiritual teacher or any guru. Of anybody I've ever met, I'm the only one who completely actually knows, because the rest of them are talking about their teachings or how they learned or what they did. No, Spirit told me. Spirit came to me, and I know. I experienced it. I have it, and I have to share that with people, and I will say that until the day I die or someone kills me, or because this body will go and I'll still be conscious. I may not look like this, but I'll still be here, and I've experienced this millions of times. I know what I'm talking about. And I don't have any doubt in my mind, so I must keep trying to make sense to people, because if I don't, what's the meaning of me living? Nothing. My kids don't want to have anything to do with a dad who wants them to be healthy and wants them to figure out what they want to do with their life. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they want to go out and get a nice job, because I will love them just as much if they don't do anything. I just want them to be happy. The problem is they're not happy. The problem is they don't speak to me. They don't communicate. So therefore, the problems they have are simple things. We don't teach people how to communicate, how to love each other, how to share, how to be friendly, how to be courteous, how to be a conscious human being. We don't teach people that. We teach them how to follow along with the structure, do what you're told, and listen. And when you do that, you take everything away from yourself. And I will not continue to allow myself to have everything taken away from myself. I've already retired. Dan is done working. But Dan can't just sit around and do nothing. So therefore, in order to fit in this game that you guys choose to continue to play, and I'm continuing to live, I would have committed suicide, because I have no reason to be here. The only reason I'm here is you guys. And the funny thing is, the people that I'm here for, every single one of the 7 billion people that are here, all those people are who I'm here for. They don't even know me. They don't even care about me. And that is fine with me, because I love them. And the way I'm talking makes, like I said, seem like I'm a little emotional, but I am. Because it gets really frustrating when people who just follow along when they're sitting there on their phone, well, this guy told me that you can't do this anymore because you can't, and because other people were not doing it, and so now they're not going to give that away. And that kind of stuff just is stupid. Then you go somewhere and then someone's like, where's my link, man? I want to see them videos. And I'm thinking to myself, I love doing my music, but that's a Dan thing, you know, and I could care less if I ever make another song in the world. I could care less if I learn how to edit and make really top quality stuff. Because the message is what matters. People don't give a shit about the message. People just want to see some cool, flashy stuff. People would rather look at some boobs than actually feel love in their hearts, because they have not had it. I'm here to give it to you and to show you who you are. And until that day, I'm just going to be here trying my hardest, because I could just sit and do nothing. Like I said, I understand peace. Right now, I'm at peace. I see Dan Alexander talking to a phone. I'm in two different levels. My spirit sees what my person is doing. And that's what's really different. Most people don't learn how to do that. And when you learn how to do that, like in 1 second, I could take a deep breath and be silent. And be totally cool. I have no problem. But this is an issue that we need to handle. We can't go around wearing masks for the rest of our damn lives and act like fools and not know what's going on. We need to take care of ourselves. It's our health, okay? If you want to take care of yourself, stop going to fast food restaurants and start eating healthy. Stop sitting around and doing nothing and start getting some exercise. And you know what? You won't have to worry about some stupid virus that you think is out there because you don't take care of yourself and you aren't sure that you're healthy. Because if you were sure that you're healthy, you wouldn't be worried. And if you were supposedly are sure that you're healthy and you're still worried, your mind isn't healthy. And I can help you with that too, exclusively. Way better than anyone you will meet. And I'm not saying that because Dan doesn't want credit. I don't want $1. I want to help people, and if I make money, I want to give it away. I want to make enough money to live in this world and play the game the way the rules are made until we get rid of money, because money's going to be gone. It's pointless. It's not, there's no value to it. We kill each other over nothing. You know, like I said, I had no specific title for this video. People need to hear this, and they need to take the time to do it, whether it's uncomfortable or not. Take the time to do it. Go within yourself. Hear what I'm saying and think about yourself and be like, you know, is he right? Am I just following along and doing what everyone's telling me and not even really thinking about it? But what do I do? How do I change? Start asking yourself those questions and it'll start happening. Please reach out. Talk to me, man. I'm here for every single person. And when I say this stuff about like I would be dead, it's not because I'm like weak or whatever. It's because I've already died a million times. I've experienced my deaths. I've experienced everything. I know who you are more than you do. And I mean that. I know that. And knowing, not in the knowing like the more you know, the more you don't understand. I understand. I am it. I'm consciousness. So anyway, until next time, I love you guys. Peace.